Ooh, hello there my fellow miners and crafters, good times with Scar here, and welcome back to the wonderful worlds of Hermits and Crafting, and we're flying over Scrassic Island, and today we face one of our greatest Minecraft building fears, and that is the creation of pirate ships. Since I started making Minecraft videos, I've always wanted to make an appealing palm tree and a sailing ship. And throughout this entire season, we have tried to face our fears and build palm trees. Where are they? Oh, there you are. So there is some of our palm trees that we've tried to create. We've even tried to make some ships, and because I'm so bad at them, I stuck it up on a rock. I basically destroyed it. So today, we will fully build out ships, but I don't want to make a ship as a traditional ship. I feel like this entire time that we have been building this pirate island, we have been thinking a little bit differently about the way pirates are kind of perceived in a way. And I want to continue that with their means of transportation. At the very beginning of this season, I asked, should we have traditional pirate ships? Or should we make flying ships? And since then, I've been dwelling on it for 11 months. And I think it's come to the point where sometimes you have to take a risk. Without risks, there is no chance of an awesome payout, like being able to create not a sailing ship, as you might envision the area to have, but a flying pirate ship in some kind of a fun, unique, different style. Do you think this is a challenge worthwhile? Do you want to join me on this? Because if you do, hit that like button and let's explore the realm of flying pirate ships. But before we conquer our fears of sailing ships, I gotta fess up to you and be honest, something has gone down here in the storage area and I've hid it from you long enough. Yeah, I think you can see it from here. The chest monsters are back, and not only chest monsters, but the Poker Guys version of the chest monsters, the dreaded version of them, and they have taken over the ceiling portion. It is a disaster. And you might think this is bad. You haven't seen the 1 in 1.14 village yet. And here it is. Now the unique aspect of this one is it has burrowing shulker monsters that burrow into the walls to apply more storage space, which is actually a win-win, really. And this is where we do have, I mentioned before, we have our storage floor. So this is for all of your storage needs. Look, the shulkers continue. So, at the beginning of this season, we were a little bit over the top with the shulkers. We had Shulker Island, Shulker Cliff, Shulker Cave, Shulker Peninsula, and I got over it, and I cleaned it all up, but it's back. And we probably should clean it up, but not today. It wouldn't be polite if we didn't say hello to Scara as we leave the 1.14 village for today. In our last episode, we took it to the next level here and gave Scara a hat of the wizard's variety, and of course glasses to protect her eyes from the Sahara boys. And yeah, this was one of my all-time favorite builds. Scara, do you need a lightning bolt scar on the top of your head? Also, can't forget the wand, 21 blocks with a Vex feather as a core. And we cannot forget Scara's first use of magic, and that is turning Iskal's house into a giant aquarium equipped with coral. And now, if we can zoom in here a little bit, we can see the kelp grew in, and of course, all the little tropical fishes swimming around in there. And it makes you think right now, on this summer's day, I want to be in there swimming around. That seems absolutely delightful. Do you agree? I have received so many comments and tweets to visit the backside of Ghostly Glass. And there's something down here. What is that? Are you a friend or are you a foe? You are very still. Wait, that's an armor stand. I was tricked by wooden hands. Oh, that's kind of funny. So is this what I'm supposed to look at? Get tricked by an armor stand or what? I'm not 100% sure. Ooh, well, hello there. I do happen to love some Vex colored wool. Ooh, hello there. My, oh my. Very nice. Oh, well, I guess there's a book. One could probably read the book and learn things, but I'm not really one for that. Let's see, all the wool here is free. Take what you need for your Minecraft projects. All you need to do is write your name in this book, what you took and why. That is all, no strings attached. Huh. Oh, this is what somebody took. 6 purple, 3 light gray, and 1 black. Taken to use on future base projects in the fantasy district. Well, how about that? I don't know if we need wool at the moment, but I will definitely contribute at some point. What a generous build. I can only think of one person responsible for that. Azuma, right? Can I get some opinions in the comments, because I think that has to be Azuma over there. But anyway, while we're over here, we probably should take a look at the stock. Now, when the 1.14 entity purge struck Hermitcraft, we lost all of our signage on these shulker boxes, so we do need to fix that. And it didn't spread past this point. It was a barrier, whereas these are still intact. So we definitely will fix that up today. And let's check to see if we've got any profit. I can smell some diamonds, I was about to say. There we go. All right, so these are the ones that were sold out before. Fantastic. Now, this was the original payment chest, but I think it's more convenient for people to just put the diamonds in the chest that they extracted them from. And let's check that one. No love for pink, no love for purple, or what are you called again? Are you magenta? I think you're magenta and you're purple. Sorry. I apologize for mixing you two up. And then let's check over here real fast, and this is our standard glass and another 2 diamonds for the pot. Well, hello there, we got another stack there, and then let's slide over here and see about that one. Okay, so, maybe we should restock that place. I don't specifically want to go mining for sand, so hopefully Sahara, a Sahara after all, has some sand. Before we head in and get our sand, I had a thought that I want to pass on to you to hear your opinion upon, and I often have some of my better thoughts when I have my head upside down in a sink, and this is where this came from. So, the theory is that the human brain is segmented into the right and left hemispheres. The left is your logical place where you'll find your logic, language, reasoning, science, math, things along those lines. Your right hand is more of your art, your creativity, your imagination, insight, things along those lines. And if you were to believe this theory and go along with it, you would bring it into Hermitcraft and you would put ConCorp on the right side and you would put Sahara on the left side. Take Sahara, for instance. It is one concise, logical shop that you go into, you use an interface, you get what you need, and you're done. Whereas ConCorp, on the other hand, is a conglomerate of different shops all scattered around the community area in creative and unique ways, right? Each shop is designed around its specific item, and I think I'm on a monorail track and I'm lost. Help me. I want a monorail track for ConCorp, but you'll find within ConCorp, you know, each shop is designed for that specific item, and it's chaos in a creative sense. So that is my thought on ConCorp and Sahara being the right and left side of the hermit brain, each equal and useful in their own right. I hope you liked our little thought experiment there, and to kind of show it in a practical sense, we have a clean interface that is very logical, and we're gonna get, come on guys, where's your sand? Seriously, your Sahara, you have no sand. Oh wait, that's right, you practice with it. Do we still have that sand? If we do, we should sell it back to them. But anyway, we are here for some string for cherry. So it is 5 string per diamond. Okay, I think that's a decent price. Well, actually I have no choice because I already bought Impulse out. So we're stuck with Sahara. Let's see here. How many do I want? I'm gonna do 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at that, we are like pros here. Iskall told me this has been sped up. I wonder if I'm still gonna grow a beard or not. Finally, we have the 3rd light. I've been waiting a dog's age to confirm my order. There we go. Finally. Old man Scar's hip almost went out there. All right, so I think we ordered 4, correct? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then that should shoot off. Beautiful. And we got another one, and we'll grab up those. So there should be 2 more. There we go. Fantastic. Another stack, and then 1 more. Nice, nice, nice. There we go. We'll grab that up and watch that go off. Goodbye, shulker boxes. and then we'll pay. But these are ConCorp diamond profits, and I need to pay with SCAR profits. Whoop, wrong chest. There we are. And we'll grab that. And let's see, how many was that? That should be 4 diamonds, correct? I think that is the correct payment. I'm pretty sure. But anyway, there we go. We shopped at Sahara. They also have added a ender chest, so they are considered a real shop here on Hermitcraft now. Congratulations, gentlemen. One more place where the differences between ConCorp and Sahara are most evident is Top Gun Powder. This massive chunk of land is mostly devoted towards the story of the shop rather than the actual items sold here, and that is rockets. But it's, you know, an airfield based around the Academy Award winning Top Gun movie of the 80s. So yeah, like I said, both are unique in their own aspect. The board members here are very restless. They're very loud. Anyway, let's drop off the diamonds here for Cub. There we go. And well, look at that. We've got just shy of a stack of diamonds to add to the chest. And look at that. We just made it with the right amount of space. We are back in the secret pirate cave amongst the shulker boxes, getting ready for today's episode by preparing our supplies. So just been crafting up things, getting it all nestled in these chests. And what we're gonna be working on first is expanding out all of the docks and the ports with details and just expanded space for boats to park, I guess. So I think we got enough. Oh, this is for a super awesome crane design that I'm very excited about. And yeah, so let's back this up and get building. How in the world did you get in there, little fella? Look at him down there. He's got a little air pocket. Oh, how adorable. The layout of our brand new port is set up and ready to go for our building. And down below, it's so important to do what I did with the dirt whenever you're gonna set out on any type of build. Just to lay it out, settle your mind so you kind of can visually see where everything's gonna come together. It guaranteed will make your build come out better and will definitely speed up your process. That is why dirt is the best block in the game. 1, it's great for scaffolding. 2, actually it's the only scaffolding, but 2, you make amazing creations with it. 3, you can do your layouts in it to settle your mind and to tell yourself this is how it's gonna look. And these are guidelines, right? These are kind of set up in that way, but the fun thing about setting up guidelines for you to kind of follow is it also allows you to start breaking them and doing your own thing. So this is a hard angle straight across here. What we're gonna do is this thing's gonna come and do a little more of a curve, and I think that's gonna look very fantastic once we get to it. So my friends, let's hit super fast build mode and get this area ready for some ships. End of super fast build mode, and we now have a bustling seaport behind us looking super fancy, and there is a ton of details to discover throughout this entire area, and I think it looks way better and much more life and activity in it. So let's start kind of looking at some of the details. So we'll fly into the dock here, and over here you've got, you know, some barrels, some hay, lanterns, and something fun that I discovered as I was building was if you take a barrel and you place an item frame on top of it and then put some item into it, it looks like that's what's full in the barrel. So I think that looks really cool. So there's lots of fun things like that to discover when you're walking around this area. Like over here, it's kind of a blacksmith inspired spot. And then if we cross the river, you can see that I've installed some of that area, you know, the barrels, the composters, crates, things like that under the walkway. So I think that looks really nice. In this is very unsightly in here. Divert your eyes. It's hideous. But we also got lanterns. Look at the little lanterns hanging from the walkway. I think that adds an extra fun little touch to it. So instead of having them, you know, built up on the top, like, you know, just normally, I think hanging them off the bottom is a fun extra detail. And yeah, this area is now very, very immersive with all the little chests and details. You can see some more at the end of the pier on that side. We also have this giant crane, which took a long time for such a small object, but it's all built up and ready to roll. It's inspired by the Pirates of the Caribbean, you know, the original Pirates of the Caribbean movie where Johnny Depp was swinging away to get rid of or get away from the redcoats. So I think it looks pretty good. I'm pleased with the way it has come out, and it just adds a little bit more, you know, life to the build, a bit of energy so that it looks like the area is being used and things along those lines. So I'm happy about the way this has come out. But what is not good is my ability to make sailing ships. So we are going to go with the flying ships, but how to make those flying ships decent looking. And it's been a struggle for now 4 days. 4 days. I've been trying to work on it, and honestly, I'm not getting any further in this design. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go. We're just gonna go for it. We're gonna create a ship, and if it doesn't look good, you know what? We're just gonna tear it out, and we're gonna do it again, and again, and again, until we have something decent in that port. We can only spend so much time thinking, practicing. Eventually, you just gotta do it. Using that philosophy of just getting it done, we now have a shell of a pirate ship finally built, and I really did a lot of searching and why I was having such a creative block when it came to building this ship. It was just a little bit unusual, and after a lot of soul searching, if you will, I realized what I was building was not something I wanted to build, and by just throwing away my ideas that I was buzzing around in my brain, I had so much more fun creating what's in front of you, a shell of a pirate ship. And what I was really hung up on was the fact that, one, I was building far outside the scale of the area. So I scaled this way back because it would look very awkward to have this gigantic ship here next to a very scaled build. And so scaling it back, and then two, I decided to stop looking at reference images of old ancient pirate ships, and I just wanted to build whatever came to my mind. And this is what came to my mind. Like, this is what I envision a ship to look like and to look like into Minecraft, instead of trying to recreate some old painting of a pirate ship. And I think that kind of freed my mind just to have fun and create what I want. And that leads us to the Crossroads that I've been talking about for a very long time, sailing ship or flying ship. And it comes back down to, what do you want to do? What do you want to create? Not what you think you should or anything along those lines. And what I want to create is a flying ship, and that's what we're gonna do. So where we're gonna start is building a giant propeller off of the back. We're gonna be building little balloons on the sides. And yeah, I'm much more happy just doing what I want to do, seeing where it takes us. Welcome back, and sadly it's been 3 days since we last talked because I got sick this week with some terrible migraines and just pushed myself too far the last few weeks, and kind of caught up with me. So I've been resting, but I'm finally ready to reveal the pirate ship in its 82% completion. There it is. Look at those big giant balloons holding it up and looking super fancy. So let's go take a look at all of the detail on here. So we've been installing all sorts of fun things around here. So we've got our lamps, we've got a below deck hull, and then kind of central to the whole thing is the furnace that's powering the propeller that's making it fly, or hydroplane is where I'm kind of going with the lore. Lore is still a work in progress as we make this video, as you could tell. But yeah, then these little steamers are adding, you know, steam into the blimps to hold them afloat. Got our below deck area, and then up at the top of the, is this the crow's nest? Wait, no, the crow's nest is up there, correct? And then this is, the wheel spot, I guess. I don't know what the proper term is. But yeah, I'm liking this. So where we need to go now is to the back and start making like some kind of little propeller. And if we shoot off a little bit, I want to show you the balloons because I think we can work a little bit better on the shape. I feel like they need to be a little bit longer towards the front and a little stubbier on the back, if that makes sense. So they're a little bit more, yeah, I think that would be the correct way of saying that. I think they need to be a little bit more aerodynamic. Not that pirates are really good at aerodynamic things, and I can already see some Scar mistakes. So we'll definitely fix that. But yeah, so, whoa, what in the world? How'd that break? I don't know. That was scary. Anyway, apparently that's a haunted hill, and a haunted cat sounds too. I didn't even know. Is there a cat up there? Like, I'm hearing cat sounds, I'm hearing plants breaking. I don't know what's going on there. That's haunted arch. I'm gonna call that haunted arch now over there. But anyway, like I said, we'll make these a little bit flatter on the back and a little more pointy on the front, and we'll see where it takes us. Now that's what I'm talking about. A blend between a steampunk vessel and a pirate ship. And I think it is looking really, really nice. And I think I finally figured out what was making it so hard to get started on this build, and the fact that I just plain wasn't feeling well. And when you're not feeling well, you are not at your best. So, life lesson learned from this video. When you're not feeling well, take a step back, let yourself recover, because if you push yourself, you are not going to be doing your best work. And yeah, I learned a lesson while we made this ship. But yeah, let's dive into the details and take a look at the back here, because we got ourselves a propeller, and I've been doing a little bit of lore thinking, so trying to figure out what the lore is behind these ships and how they work. So instead of all out flying, these ships hyperplane across the water to, you know, speed up their progression towards the Royal Jelly Navy. The Royal Jelly Navy is very far behind these fascinating ships, marvels of their time. But yeah, that's kind of where the lore is at the moment, but let's look at the details. So, you know, just got some barrels scattered around. You'll notice that the darker gray up here is more of like ripped canvas. And then on that pieces of ripped canvas, we have our lamps. So I think those are looking super, super fantastic. And let's see, any other details? Oh, up here in the, definitely not crow's nest, maybe wheelhouse. I still don't know what this area is called. We've got, you know, maps up here and some tools and some different things along those lines to really add some extra life to the boat. And as for the rest of this area, we're going to slowly import more and more boats here. And there's like a pod of squid over there. Wouldn't it be amazing if there was some kind of like whales or sharks? Ah, I just love to see that in the water. But anyway, like I said, we'll import more boats and things like that into these ports as we go along. But there is something else that I'd like to explore, and that is with some of the smaller volcanoes on the island. And I've got something in my inventory, and let's see how adding a little smoke to them looks. This has been such a requested thing, is to put some campfires inside of these volcanoes to add some extra life to it. And I 100% agree. These things look absolutely fantastic. It gives it just a little bit of light up there. Oh, the energy that we are finally bringing to this island is just awesome. So thank you for the suggestion. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have honestly done it, because originally the lore behind them were that they were dormant and these were ancient volcanoes. But man, this looks good. And with that, I can say that this island is just about complete. The rest of the things we're going to do here are going to be on Twitch. So make sure you're following me on Twitch to be notified about our live streams that we do there. And we'll do updates on the channel. But for the most part, this area is now complete. And it has been an absolute blast building this with you guys. And I hope you have enjoyed the process, because we're going to do some new things in our next series of episodes. We're taking it up a notch. We're going to take our building skills to the next level and try some very strange things. And I'm very excited about those. And yeah, so until next time, this has been Good Times with Scar, and I always really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch the videos. And if you believe the video deserved a rating, that would be much appreciated. And until next time, we'll see you later. And don't forget to subscribe, because you may just become scarred for life.